So what is SEO and how does it work? I remember when I was first starting off in SEO, everything seemed to be impossibly complicated, but the truth is that it is entirely possible to explain this in terms that pretty much anybody should be able to understand. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. My name is Frank. I'm the founder of Sagapixel. If you'd like to learn more about digital marketing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So SEO basically has three parts. The first part aims to ensure that Google can optimally crawl and index your website, and that you've structured it in the way that's going to maximize the likelihood of your important pages ranking on Google. This is commonly referred to as technical SEO. The second part of SEO aims to maximize the relevance of the content on your website to the searches your target customers are performing. This is largely done through on-page SEO and keyword research. The third part of SEO aims to maximize the trustworthiness and authoritativeness of your website, which means earning backlinks from other websites, getting mentioned by other important websites, establishing a track record of fulfilling search intent, meaning people Google stuff and they find you and they're happy with what they found, and overall having really well-written content throughout your website. So how do you do this? Everything really starts with keyword research, in my opinion. So let's start there. How are your customers searching for the things that you do? How are your target customers researching the problems that they have that you can solve? You're going to find all this out through keyword research. Tools such as Ahrefs Keyword Explorer can help you to not only find the wording that people use when they're looking for the services or products that you provide, but they can also provide some of the types of questions that people are asking about what you do, what you sell. If you really don't have budget to pay for a tool, you can always do keyword research using tools like Google's auto-suggest, which costs absolutely nothing, where you'll find out things like people are Googling Invisalign versus braces or Invisalign cleaning crystals if you sell Invisalign cleaning crystals. The goal here is to find exactly how do people look for the things that you sell and what are the questions that they have, like what's the difference between Invisalign and braces. Now, there's a whole process for determining whether a blog topic is worth your time or not. We refer to it as bars. I'm going to link to a video about it in the description. And when you're writing those articles, as well as when you're producing your pages around like Invisalign plus City, for example, there are things that you need to do with the content that will help those pages to rank better in organic search. That's commonly referred to as on-page SEO. I have a full video on that as well. I'm going to link to that in the description too. All right, so as you're building out these pages, you want to make sure that Google can actually access all of it, which is where technical SEO comes in. To start, you're going to want to set up Google Search Console for your website. It will tell you if you have any problems with actually getting the content that you're written indexed by Google. It will tell you what pages are getting traffic, what pages are possibly dropping in traffic, what keywords are behind the traffic that you're getting, how they're trending as far as rank and traffic and impressions and so forth. Google Search Console will allow you to submit your sitemaps as well. You might also want to get your hands on some sort of tool that will run crawls of your website and identify any sort of technical SEO issues that are arising. We use Ahrefs Site Audit. Basically, this runs an automated crawl each month that will uncover any sort of issues that may be arising. Just be forewarned that it is very easy to give yourself a lot of busy work that won't move the needle. So don't spend hours upon hours working to make these tools happy. It's better to know what each one of them means and whether it's worth your time to address it or not. Honestly, having a meta description that is too long is probably not going to hurt your SEO at all. And there are better things you can spend your time on. So let's start off by talking about link building. Google uses backlinks from other websites to determine how trusted you are online. The whole idea being that if you are the one orthodontist in New Orleans that's getting mentioned by Men's Health magazine, it's got to be for something. If you have deep pockets, one thing that you can do is hire a PR firm that will get you backlinks from these types of publications. Another option is to create newsworthy type content. This is referred to as digital PR. It's very challenging. There aren't lots of places in the United States that really know how to do it well. Most of them tend to be in the UK. But basically, you're creating data-driven content that you can then pitch journalists that may write articles about what your quote-unquote findings are. Another way to earn backlinks is through quote-unquote guest post link building. You've probably gotten spam from South Asia, probably every single day this year, just trying to sell you these types of backlinks. They by and large have no value, just trust me there. However, if you go out and pitch real websites and write good articles that get traffic, and you work on a link over to content on your website or even a link to your homepage and your byline, those backlinks can move the needle. Just don't do this at scale because they can start to get spammy really quickly. The second part of maximizing the trustworthiness of the content on your website is to make sure that your content is good. Google systems are able to determine the level of expertise of the author of an article, for example. And I have seen multiple cases over my years of doing SEO where we had some legacy content from 2 marketing agencies ago that was sitting on the blog and we really didn't pay much attention to, only to find it become the culprit when an algorithm update rolled out and the whole entire website dropped in traffic. This is particularly the case when you are in a your money or your life niche, basically the type of website where someone could make a major life decision that could harm them based on the information that you provided. So anything about health, finance, legal, that content really needs to be well written and in agreement with the consensus around the topic. Meaning it would be a very bad idea for your IV therapy clinic to start talking about how your bags can help alleviate symptoms from chemotherapy, which was something we had to talk to a client about once. You're playing with fire with that kind of thing. So I'm going to link over to my video on bars over here. This is going to help you to pick out topics that you have a chance to actually rank for and drive traffic. And this one over here in the bottom is going to be on-page SEO. I definitely recommend you check out one of those 2 videos after this.